What's going on, guys? My name is Mike, and today I want to talk about death streaks. Yes, death streaks. We all know what they are, and everybody has their opinion on it, but I want to talk about them. So let's start with the death streaks history. History of death streaks. So it started out in Modern Warfare 2, and when I first heard about it, I was like, that's not a bad idea, because when I'm doing bad, then I'll have something to fall back on and maybe get back into the game. Get in my zone again. That is, in hindsight, what I thought it would be. Once I bought the game, after a few months, I realized what it really is, and I was so pissed. The one death streak that's notable in Modern Warfare 2 was Painkiller. If you've played Modern Warfare 2, you know what I'm talking about. Especially when you had a chopper gunner or AC-130. These guys are like complete juggernauts with even extra health. I mean, it's unbelievable. And when you're using a chopper gunner, you're gonna be killing people while they spawn. And these guys all have Painkiller. You can never get your nuke or higher kill streak, and it's just really annoying. And I remember I hated death streaks from that point on. So I was really glad to hear that Black Ops didn't have a single death streak, not one death streak. And at this point, I was already starting to like Treyarch because I like World at War. I like World War II games, and I liked, just who they were, I guess, because my favorite game was Call of Duty United Offensive, and it was sort of made by them. They kind of merged later on, but that's just, that's a different topic. So in Black Ops, it made it a lot more balanced. The whole game was more balanced, and it kind of was a game designed for people who were good at the game. So I've obviously gotten better over time. I mean, I'm sure we all do. I'm better than I was back when I was playing Black Ops, but the game was just, it was more balanced, and I remember going on much better kill streaks and having better games overall playing on Black Ops than I did Modern Warfare 3. Now I have a higher KD in Modern Warfare 3, but I feel worse when I play a match in this game compared to that game. I get more consistent good games in Modern Warfare 3 where it's above 2.0, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing, like 30-2. It's more of like 20-10, and it's kind of annoying because first off, as a commentator, I got to get some good gameplay, and it doesn't always happen. In Black Ops, I can go back there and like guaranteed, I will get a pretty amazing gameplay, and I'm not trying to sound cocky. It's just that's just kind of how the game is for me. So then comes Modern Warfare 3, and I heard that they were bringing back death streaks, and at first I was like, I don't know, does it have Painkiller? It doesn't. They removed Painkiller, and I was like, oh, that's a relief. But, it was like, oh, yeah, Juice, that's not a big problem, right? Juice, that actually could be kind of helpful. I didn't really notice that they put in Final Stand and Dead Man's Hand, because at first you don't really know what they are. And it wasn't really a big problem in Modern Warfare 2 with Final Stand. It was kind of annoying, but it wasn't anything compared to Painkiller. Painkiller just trumped it. It was just nothing in comparison. So I really didn't, I overlooked it in Modern Warfare 3. And, it did give me a bad feeling about Modern Warfare 3, just ever so slightly, knowing that there was death streaks back, but I still bought it anyways, And most of the problems in any Call of Duty game do not rise until the honeymoon phase wears off. When we buy the game, we're just like, oh my gosh, this is the best Call of Duty ever, and you're playing it all the way until like December. That's when it starts to kind of trail off, and it's not too bad until about March maybe, or February. And now we're at the point where, there's only 2 months left before the next Call of Duty comes out, and people are exaggerating how bad this game is. And trust me, I don't like Modern Warfare 3 all that much as well, but there's things that, they've really over-exaggerated. And, I hate the MP7 and the ACR, but it's not entirely overpowered. I mean, I'm really not a fan of the MP7. And, Dead Man's Hand, it is annoying, but they only, are getting, it's a fucking, death streak. And the problem, the thing with the death streaks, though, is that they're rewarding players who do bad at the game, and they're giving a handicap to them, whereas the good players who don't get death streaks as often are going to do considerably worse over time if they're just destroying the enemy team. And that's the problem I have with death streaks. Now, I'm a pretty decent Call of Duty player. I don't get that many death streaks, and in fact, I really hate death streaks. So what I've done the entire Call of Duty period was I don't think I've used any other death streak other than Juiced, because I don't like it. I feel horrible getting a kill with it. It just doesn't feel legitimate. It's like dishonorable to get a kill with that thing. I feel like shit. So I've probably used a few death streaks just to try them out at one point, but you know, that was like 0 prestige. I haven't used them since. And that's the problem I have with this game. And I'm pretty sure Black Ops 2 doesn't have any death streaks. I'm really liking Treyarch's way or view of Call of Duty and how it should be run. I'm a big fan of Treyarch, but I started Call of Duty back, you know, in Call of Duty 1, and I sucked. There was no perks, no death streaks, no nothing. I was horrible. So what I did, I camped in a corner, and that's how I learned. I had to learn on my own. There was a major learning curve, but I got over it, and I didn't need death streaks for it. Death streaks don't give you skill. They don't. They just give you a free kill to make you feel gratified. It's Infinity Ward's way of getting people to buy their game and staying with it to buy the next one. That's what they do, and I'm glad Treyarch doesn't do that. So, what is your opinion on death streaks, guys? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'm sure you guys know my opinion on it already. I really don't like it, but I want to hear your opinion on this. And do you guys want to see more death streaks? Or do you want them just eradicated and gone forever? So leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like. If you're new here, maybe you could subscribe. I don't know. You choose to do whatever you want to do. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed.